Hi everyone, welcome back to another one of our videos. So a bit of an update following on from yesterday when we fitted in the electrical sockets and the gas sockets, the exterior of the van. I've continued on with the wiring today on the internals of the van. So I'll show you what we've got to start off with. So all these tails we've got down here, they're going to come up inside the wardrobe cover that's going to be here, and then I'll have a switch panel on the side of that unit behind this seat. So we'll be able to switch and operate everything from there. So I've labelled it all up. So far we've got the, if you can see, the over the kitchen light. And that's also where I'm sitting now. So the main seating light and the awning light off of one. And then we've got the, what we got here? Front 12 volt sockets for the table, which is this cable just here. And we've got the 12 volt lights USB for the boys, obviously my children. And that runs all the way up round to the back of the van where the units are, which go all the way up there. So basically the wiring is going internals, stuck to the side panels, up through the framework, drilled out, filed away, and then softened all the way around the outside with some tape at the moment. I've got a piece of hose which will run around the outside of that to protect it through the holes. And so down the bottom here we've got the first bunk, which is a combined 12 volt light and USB charger all in one unit from Haffel. So they're a great bit of kit. So they're going to be one of those each bunk. So one's going to be down there, next one's in the middle bunk, and then we've got the top bunk. But also you can see here, spliced in, you might be able to see it. So spliced it in, put it together, some shrink wrap on it as well. So off of the feed for the upstairs lights, so the kitchen ones, which is this cable here, that's run up through the framework. It splits here, goes all the way along this channel to that tail there. So we're going to have a light underneath the top locker there, down on our seating area. And then it spurs off from here, carries on up over the roof space, and down to this side. And so the tail we got here is for the light that's going to go above the kitchen. So the worktop's going to be here about 800 high. So we've got one light there which will be the kitchen, and then it continues along from there again in that channel and terminates there. As you can see on there, that's for the external, which will be the awning light. So that's what we've got in so far. So this is obviously all the 12 volt system. And then cunningly, excuse me, along the floor, I've cut out the width of the cable there, actually in the timber floor. So I've laid my cable down along the floor from side to side, and that will connect directly to the battery at this end. And then on that side we'll go to a 12 volt socket for the fridge. Now the reason I've done that is fridges, these compression absorption type fridges, can suffer quite badly with what they class as voltage drop. So depending on which manufacturer, they give you different wiring instructions, but it's pretty much all the same. In a nutshell, the further away the fridge is from the battery, the greater the cable needs to be to carry the volts. And I think from the top of my head, if it falls below something like 11.9 volts, something like that, then the fridge just basically cuts out and doesn't work whatsoever. So the shorter run of cable, then the better it is for that voltage drop scenario. So the shortest way for me is literally straight across the floor. So it's sunk nice and level with the floor. So it's been softened on the underside, we've taped it out, put the cabling down. I've glued and put some tape on the top to stop it all from moving, and then when the flooring goes on top, you won't even know that it's there. But yeah, so that's going to get connected directly to the battery via a fuse, obviously, the leisure battery that is, via a fuse. So that's the shortest run possible, and it will go up to the fridge, which is switchable between 12 volt and 240. So the main switch is on the fridge, so I don't need to put another fridge switch in. So that's why we run that one along there. So basically that's it where we are with the 12 volt stuff. So that's pretty much all ready to go. I've ordered a reversing camera kit, and that's going to go obviously on the outside above the back doors. Then the cable's going to run along the back there, up in this top channel, all the way along to the front cab area where we've got a nice little snazzy screen to connect up to. So that's got to be laid in yet. Also I've got some speaker cable to lay in. We're not sure exactly where the speakers in the back are going to go yet, but more than likely they're going to be underneath the top locker here and a top locker over there, so it gives you some sort of stereo sound. So I've got that to run through, and then it's the 240 side of things to connect up to our sockets over there. So I've got the consumer unit, that's in this box over here with the rest of my goodies. So if I just move all this away a minute. So this is the 12 volt relay and what have you there. And down the side here is our consumer unit, which I've had pre-wired by a qualified electrician. Very, very important. I know you can buy all these kits on eBay and all that sort of stuff. However, just be careful what you buy. It's just not worth your safety or the safety of the people that are camping in your van. And you don't want it constantly tripping out when you're on the campsite. So yeah, I've bought one from an electrician that we've used before. He's done lots and lots and lots of electrical work for us. And he's pre-wired it all for me. So all I've got to do is connect it to the inlet, the outlet, and then the internal 240 sockets. And then once it's all wired up, which I shall do, we'll then get it tested afterwards to make sure it's all compliant and working exactly as it should do. Safety is paramount with 240 hookup. So there we go. We'll, as soon as we get some more done, I'll post another video, and you can carry on with our updates. Cheers for now.